Hi, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. I just realized I did not put earrings on and I also didn't put on my lip gloss. But guess what? Guess what? We're going live and that's all that matters. Oh, you know what? I have my lip gloss right here. Earrings, they just gonna have to rate. But if this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer. I'm a business coach and I help women take the ideas from their brain and turn them into a profitable business that they love. And I want to get on here today and I want to talk to you if you are someone who wants to start a business in 2024. The new year is literally right around the corner. It's less than 48 hours away. And I know a lot of us are sitting down and we're doing our New Year's resolutions. We are doing our 2024 goals. We're deciding what we want our life to look like. And if it looks like you want to start a business, I am here to help you. I am here to support you. I'm here to encourage you. So I would love to know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from? And if you want to start a business in 2024, I want you to drop some money signs in the chat. If you are like, Crystal, I'm ready to start a business in 2024, I want you to drop some money signs in the chat. And what I'm going to talk about today is some questions for you to ask yourself, some things that you can do in order to see, do I really want to start a business in 2022? If you're watching on one of my YouTube channels or Facebook, please let me know if my sound quality is good. Apparently, last night my sound was garbage, so I made sure to plug in my microphone. Since I'm at my mom's house, I forgot that I needed my microphone. Whenever I'm at home going live, I always have my microphone for my laptop. So I would love for you to let me know if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. Let me know if my sound quality is okay because I obviously cannot hear myself. But for everyone else, I want to know where you're watching from. And I want to know if you want to start a business in 2024. I'm here to say that starting a business completely changed my life. I have been in business for 5 years. I've been full time in business for 4 years. I started my business in 2018, and this was my first serious side hustle. My whole life, I've known that I was going to be a business owner. I just didn't know what my business was going to be. I've known since I was 9 years old that I was going to be a business owner. I've sold candy from my backpack. I've sold snowballs. I've sold fans. I've sold pizzas. I've sold anything that I can get my grummy little hands on. I've sold services. I babysat. I cleaned up. I've sold so many things. And I knew since I was a kid that like I want to be a business owner. I want to be in charge of my own destiny. But the 9-year-old version of Crystal, she didn't know what that business was going to be. So I was trying a lot of different things. And at 26, 27, I started a business recruiting nurses because my background is in HR. I have a master's in HR and I was a sales recruiter at a timeshare company. So I was recruiting call center sales agents out the wazoo. And I thought that the best thing for me to do was going to be to start my own recruiting agency in a different industry, recruiting nurses. That didn't work out so well for me. And if I quickly found out that it wasn't something that I enjoyed, it wasn't something that I liked to do. So I closed that business down and I really sat with myself. And some of these questions that I'm going to have you ask yourself are the questions that I asked myself. I took a week off of social media. I deleted Facebook. I deleted Instagram. I did not get on any social media. This is 2018. And I had to talk with myself and God. And I was like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, what is my purpose? What business am I supposed to have? Because if you are sitting here telling me that I'm supposed to work at a job where people tell me what to do until I'm 65, I don't think that I can do it. And it was placed in my heart to like help people learn how to coupon. So what I want to do today is I want to talk to you about if you want to start a business in 2024, what are some things that you should ask yourself, some questions that you can answer to make sure that this is actually what you want to do. Because sometimes people just want to make extra money, which is fine. You can get a gig, you can get a part-time job, you can change jobs to make more money. Not everybody wants to be a business owner. Not everybody wants to deal with the peaks and the valleys of what it means to own a business because it is not easy. It's very high highs and very low lows. So the first question I would ask you to ask yourself is, why do you want to start your business and go deeper than money? Because what I've learned is money is just a tool and a resource. Money gives you access. So I wanted to start my business so that I could, number one, have time freedom. I was sick and tired of someone else being in charge of my time. when I have to wake up. Like, of course, your job doesn't tell you when you have to wake up, but if you know you have a specific time to be at your job, and back then I had to commute to my job and I had to drop off my kid, there was a specific time you had to wake up to ensure that all of these things were done, and I was at work by 9 a.m. So I was sick and tired of someone else being in charge of my time. I was sick and tired of having to ask off to do something with my daughter at school. I was sick and tired of having to only get X amount of vacation days to live your life. Life is supposed to be lived. And no one can live with 10 vacation days and 7 paid holidays. Like, that is just not enough. And 2 days off every single week. Like, that was just not enough. I wanted time freedom. I wanted to have the opportunity to do what I want when I want it. I wanted that time freedom. I also wanted the financial freedom. I wanted to be able to make money on my own terms. I was in a glass box. When I left my job, I had a $78,000 base and then an option for, I think, a $2,000 to $3,000 per year bonus. So I was close to making about $80,000 per year in my job. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but like, that is not going to get me to the life of my dreams. There's a glass ceiling in this position. I could only make X amount of dollars in that position. You physically cannot make more. So I wanted the financial freedom. And deeper than the money, what does the money give you access to? When you have money, you can have access to better neighborhoods. When you have money, you have better access to different people because you have to pay to be in some of these rooms, right? So why do you want to start a business? I wanted time freedom and I wanted financial freedom. And I wanted the money that I was going to make for my business to give me access to these other things, access to have more time with my family, access to have more time with my daughter, access to be able to go on trips, access to be able to see my family who lived out of state a lot more. So the first question I want you to ask yourself, why do you want to start your business, and go deeper than I just want to make $10,000 a month? If you want to make $10,000 a month, what does that $10,000 a month look like in your life? How does that manifest within you? What is that $10,000 per month going to do for you, your family, etc.? So go a little bit deeper. So the first question is, why do you want to start a business? Deeper than money. Second, I already said this. Well, how will making this more money help your family? How does you starting a business help my family? So 5 years later, hindsight, I've been here with my family for over a week. I got here, on the 18th of December. I'm not leaving until sometime in January, not even next week, the week after. So it's allowed me to spend more time with my family. It's allowed me to be very flexible. It's allowed me to have opportunities that I would not have had if I worked at a 9 to 5. It's allowed me to be there for my family in ways that I probably would not have been able to do had I still worked in a traditional 9 to 5. So how does you starting your business impact your family? A big impact, I've been able to homeschool my daughter. My daughter is homeschooled, and I've been able to spend a lot more time with her because she does not physically have to go to school. That's number one. Also, it has allowed me to allow my daughter to spend more time with her dad and his family. Because she's homeschooled, she can go back and forth fluidly. But that only started because me, as I would say at that point when she was going to physical school as the main parent, I was taking her to school because I was going to work. So me not having to go to a 9 to 5 and me having my business has given me freedom that I've only dreamed of. So how will you making money in your business help your family? I want you to get deep with yourself. A lot of times we're very surface level. And I want you to dig deep within yourself and, like, why do you really want this business? How is this business going to serve you? What does this business mean to you? What does making your own money and being in charge of your own time and making an impact in people's lives, selling whatever it is that you're selling, how does that impact you? What does that mean to you? Get deep with yourself. Stop with the surface level BS. Why do you want the business? How is it going to help you? What does it mean to you? Okay. So if you're just joining, welcome, welcome. My name's Crystal. I'm a business coach, and I help women take the idea from their brain and turn it into a business. And for today's live, I'm talking about, do you really want to start a business in 2024? And if you do, here's some questions that you can ask yourself about starting a business. Okay. Number 3, this one is a big one. This one is a big one because a lot of times we find the negative evidence to talk ourselves out of stuff. So number 3 is, why haven't you started the business yet, and what's holding you back? And I want you to write down all the negative BS that's holding you back. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to start. I don't know how to have an LLC. I don't know how to do a website. I don't know how to do social media. Okay? If you have been wanting to start a business, why haven't you started? I want you to write everything down. Whenever we're making a decision, we are always going to find the evidence to support our decision. We a lot of times find all the negative evidence for why we can't do something. I want you to write down all the reasons why you haven't started your business yet, all the reasons why you haven't started your business yet. And then I want you to write next to it why you can overcome this. Why is it possible, regardless of all the barriers, all the negativity that you came up with? How is it still possible for you to start the business? First, you got to get honest with yourself. Why haven't you started your business? For me, it was scared. If you've been scared to start a business, go ahead and like this live. If you've been scared to start a business, go ahead and like this live. If you're watching on YouTube or Instagram, I'm sorry, YouTube or Facebook, give me a thumbs up if you've been scared to start the business, right? Like this live if you feel like you don't have enough time to start a business. Go ahead, double tap that screen if you feel like you just don't have enough time to start a business. You're already so busy. You're already tapped out. You don't see how it's possible. New York Sleeve Diva says, oh my God, you came up on my FYP. I've been so scared and don't have enough time. Listen, let's chat. If you have a few minutes, stay here. If not, follow me. I can go live like this all the time and talk about this. It's possible. Okay? If you've been scared, you don't feel like you have enough time, you don't feel like you have enough money, go ahead and double tap that live. Let me know that you are here with me. Let TikTok and Instagram know that you like my live. Go ahead, double tap it, right? If you feel like you don't know what the hell you're doing, you're like, I haven't started this business because I don't know what to do. I haven't the slightest clue how to start a business. I haven't the slightest clue what to sell, how to sell it, how to make money, how to start an Instagram or a TikTok or a YouTube, how to attract people. How do I get people to buy what I'm selling? How do I do that? You are literally paralyzed with fear. I want you to write down all the reasons why you haven't started. All the reasons why you haven't started. And on the other side of that paper, I want you to write how you can start in spite of it. Use your fear to propel you. Do not let your fear paralyze you. I'm going to say that again. Use your fear to propel you. Do not let your fear paralyze you. Being scared will keep you broke. Being scared will keep you stuck. Okay? So why haven't you started? What's holding you back? I'm all over the place, which a lot of us are. When I started, girl, I had every single idea in my brain of all the things that I could do, right? But what I teach my clients is we have a full process of what we go through to help you realize what you actually like to do and what you want to do. I'll never get seen due to saturation. Okay, let's talk about that in a second because we're talking about fear, right? And why you haven't started. Everything is oversaturated. I'm just going to say that, okay? But people are still buying. Businesses are still flourishing. Why? Because everything is not for everybody. And I'm just going to use an example of the loaves of bread in the grocery store. When you go into any grocery store in any state, hell, even Walmart and Target, there's more. I'm just being nice. There's more than 20 different types of white bread. I didn't talk about wheat. I didn't talk about the pumpernickel. I didn't talk about the seeded bread. I'm not talking about hot dog buns, hamburger ones, bagels, because they're technically bread too. All the artistry bread. White bread, there's over 20 different varieties. And they're only in that grocery store because people are buying them. So people like each different white bread for their own reasons. The taste, the company, the culture, the price. So you have to decide within yourself, what is your secret sauce? What is yours? Hey, Tashandra, thank you so much for joining. What is your secret sauce? What makes you different? There's a crap ton of business coaches all over the internet. And if I would have allowed myself to be like, you know what, I let myself be held back for over a year once I realized that I enjoyed business coaching and I was qualified to help and I'd helped enough people, because I was like, there's too many business coaches. Like, why me? And my business coach was like, why not you? The way in which you help your people get the results that they desire is like no one else. There's 50,000 lip gloss. I'm not even going to say makeup. I'm just going to say lip gloss. If Rihanna decided that there was too many people making lip gloss, we would have never got Fenty Beauty. Okay. So everything is oversaturated. So you have to decide, what is your secret sauce? What sets you apart? Now, what sets me apart, number one, is I help women in the beginning stages. I am the business coach that helps you when you are confused, when you are in a whirlwind of like, I know for sure I want a business, but I don't know what that business is going to be. I know for sure that I want to create my own thing, but I don't even know what I want to create. Crystal, help me. My secret sauce is also, I'm very relatable and I teach based on strategies that I have implemented and my past clients have implemented. I'm also very raw. I'm very outgoing and I do not hold back. I also I also share a lot of supporting examples and creative ideas with my clients. That is my secret sauce. I care. I'm loving. I'm nurturing. I'm relatable. Okay? So that is my secret sauce. So that is why I decided to make a pivot from being a coupon coach to a business coach, even though it's saturated. So if you are creative and you know that there's things that you want to do, I don't care if 7,000 people are making t-shirts. What makes your t-shirts different? Why do people need your t-shirts? Now, on the flip side of that, I will also say, we can't just be getting a plain white t-shirt and trying to sell it for $100, because why should I buy $100 t-shirt from you? Like, who are you, right? That's where your secret sauce comes in. Kanye sells his stuff because he's Kanye. People literally want to buy it because it's Kanye. People literally want to buy certain things because of the person, based on the image and the things that they have done in the world outside of that. Does that make sense? So you have to show us, what is your secret sauce? Why is this white t-shirt different from the one that I can get at Walmart? Okay. From finances to time, I've got to be honest, I'm my own blockage. And I agree with you 1,000%. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I've held myself back in so many different ways. And in so many ways, I've been so brave. So, what is holding you back? I want you to write a list of it. Be honest with yourself. Thank you so much for that, Rose. And then I want you on the flip side to write, I can still do this in spite of why I haven't started yet, in spite of what's holding me back. And this is going to bring me to number 4. This is when you have to be real clear and honest with yourself. Are you ready to, number 1, invest your energy? Starting a business is not easy. This is not for the faint of heart. You will need thick skin. Things are never going to go exactly how you planned every single time. That's for sure. Are you ready to invest your energy? Is this something that you really want to do? You can't just be doing this for the gram. You can't just be doing this because it looks cute. It's hard work. And in the beginning, your behind is going to be working for free. Let's be real here. Until you start getting paid clients, you're going to be working for free. So the first thing I want to ask yourself is, do I want to invest my energy in something? Or am I cool just clocking into a job every day and getting my paycheck? One is not better than the other. It's only better if that's what you want. For me, I'd rather put my blood, sweat, and tears into my business and to my clients than to go and clock in. I don't care how hard it is. I don't care how low it is. I don't care how crazy it is. I am not going back to a 9 to 5. I'm not. I don't want to do that. So are you willing to invest your energy? Are you willing to invest your time? People make time for what's important: their family, their spouses, their hobbies, their friends, their affairs. People be out here having a whole double life. They make time for that. Okay. You make time to sit on the phone and gossip. You make time to scroll. You make time to drive around aimlessly. Okay. Are you willing to make time in your life for your business? Do you want to make your business a priority, knowing that that means that you are going to sacrifice some other areas of your life for your business? And I'm going to tell you a personal story about that. Are you willing to invest your time? So, in all my other businesses, side hustles, gigs, let's just say I half-assed them. When I started my recruiting business, I did give that more effort. I was investing money, I was investing time, I was investing energy. And I cut some things out, but I did not go hard, right? I was dipping my toe in the pond, see if it worked. That first business, I ended up shutting it down because I did not love it. I did not enjoy it. It's not something that I wanted to do. So I stopped. But I did set aside some time for it because I knew that it was important, right? When I started Chris the Maximizer, it literally started as a YouTube channel of me teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to manage their money. I stopped eating lunch with my coworkers. I said, I will eat lunch with y'all one day a week. They chose Friday. Monday through Thursday, I worked on my business. I wasn't going to happy hour. Do not ask me to go out after work because I'm not doing it. It's not important to me. I'm not working extra. Once I leave this building, I was a salaried employee, but once I leave this building, I am not working unless it benefits me. I was a recruiter. So if someone was asking about their drug test or their background check or about their orientation on Monday, hey, Erica, then yes, I would respond to them. But I was not doing any extra work outside of work. Please don't ask me. Special projects, events, I am not available. I toned down my life to focus on my business. Sunday was a Krista Maximizer day. Saturday was a family day. I would do things with Kinsley. Once Kinsley was in bed, I was working. I tell my clients to work 1 hour a day on their business. I was working probably about 3 hours a day on Krista Maximizer. And on Sunday, I worked the whole day. I probably did a 10-hour shift on Sunday. Saturdays, once Kinsley was in bed and we had family time, I probably worked another 4 to 5 hours on Krista Maximizer. I was freaking committed. I was focused. Kinsley, Krista Maximizer. I poured my life into that business for a year because once I got monetized on YouTube in 90 days, which means I reached 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in 90 days. They sent me my first check in January 2019. It was $349. As someone who's been told her whole life, sit down, shut up, you talk too much, someone was literally paying me to talk about what I wanted to talk about, to show people what I was buying in the store that I was going to buy anyway. I was like, oh, they messed up. Because I can make money on the internet being Crystal 100% of the time. Sold. Once I got that first check, I was a psychomaniac in the sense of if I put time, energy, and effort into this, I can make thousands, tens of thousands of dollars online. Since then, I've made over $300,000 online in 4 years. $300,000. Chris the Maximizer. In 4 years? That's insane to me. But you know what's even more insane is that I did it doing what I like to do. I did it helping women in the way that I want to help them. I did it setting my own rates and being my own damn boss. Are you willing to invest the time, the energy, and the money? Because even when you go to a 9 to 5, you invest gas, you invest clothing, whether it's your clothing or your clothing or uniforms. You gotta buy lunch. Okay. You got to pay for your health insurance. I know I do that now too, but I'm saying you still have to invest when you go to a 9 to 5. They are not paying for your gas. Okay. So are you willing to invest the money in the things that are going to help you get more of what you want in your business? Are you willing to sacrifice areas of your life for your business? I want you to get real honest with yourself. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired in my 9 to 5. So for me, the answer was yes, I am ready. Sweet baby Jesus, use me to get out of this 9 to 5 life. On my 1 year anniversary of starting Chris the Maximizer, My 1 year anniversary of having my YouTube channel, I hit 1 million views on my channel. So like 1 million people had watched my YouTube channel in 1 year. And guess what? The VP of my 9 to 5, she fired me that day. She don't know. Well, she knows because I told her. She set me free in a way that I never realized that I needed, but I needed it. And after she fired me, we did the dog and pony show. I went up to her and I said, "Thank you, because now I can be great. I can be great." I was 29 when I got fired, and I have not gone back to a 9 to 5 since. I was willing to die on the Krista Maximizer Hill. And here I am, a bunch of pivots later, but here I am. Are you willing to invest the time, energy, and effort? Mommy's Scribbles Publishing says, "I feel like I've invested so much. I have a website up and a webinar funnel and all the things, but marketing is a struggle. I don't know how to talk about what I love to do." So can you tell me what you do? From your title, you publish. Do you publish books? Tell me what you do. Tell me what you do. Because the marketing and the sales is more important than the website and the webinar funnel. Because no one's watching the webinar funnel if they don't know who you are. You have to build your audience first. So tell me, what do you do? And are you willing to get help with this? Because social media is my thing, okay? Social media marketing, it's my thing. Are you willing to get help with this? And first, tell me what you do. And then second, are you willing to get help with this? Okay. Sleeve Diva says, "I've been a clocked worker for 25 years, 22 in healthcare. I'm wanting to step out and break free." Listen, I understand. Free, free, free. I aspire to be me, finally and fiscally free. Love that. Are you selling a course? No, I am not selling a course. I am selling a coaching program. So if you are someone who has an idea in your brain and you're like, "I know I want to start a business. I know that I want to start something that's mine. I know that I'm ready to invest the time, the energy, the money, and the effort, and I want to build my business," my Brain to Business Bootcamp is for you. This is an 8-week group coaching program where there is course modules, but we do one module a week. You get that module, you watch it on your own time, and there's a worksheet for you to do the work. Then we meet live every single week for 8 weeks on a Zoom coaching call where I'm going to speak to every single person. Where are you at? Where are we trying to go? So the first thing that we focus on, number one, is your business idea based on what you like to do and what you're good at. Second, we're going to help you with your offer. So you know exactly what product or service you are selling and who you're selling it to and why they need it. Number three, we're pricing your offer because you should make money from day one. The first day that someone buys from you, you should be paying yourself. We're not putting all the money back into the business. You are paying yourself from day one. So I'm going to help you price your offer appropriately. And number four, I'm going to help you create, not really create, but I'm going to help you decide what social media platform to be on to build your audience and the type of content you need to start posting to build up your audience, connect with them, and eventually be able to sell with them. So that is what I have for you. My 8-week Brain to Business Bootcamp to help you take the ideas from your brain and turn them into a profitable business that you love. We start the week of January 8th. In between our weekly coaching calls, we do have a group chat where you will be able to message me and all the other ladies that are part of the group your questions and your accountability and your struggles in between our coaching calls. Now, the 8-week program is only $549. $549. And there is a payment plan. So there's a 4-part payment plan that's 4 payments of $149. And if you sign up by tomorrow, December 31st, there is a promo code for you to save $29 off your first month. There's 10 spots available. One has been taken. So there's 9 spots left in this cohort that starts January 8th. You can sign up right now today at KristaMaximizer.com, KristaMaximizer.com, and click on Brain to Business Bootcamp. Okay? KristaMaximizer.com, click on Brain to Business Bootcamp. The promo code is START2024. If you want the promo code, go ahead and if you want the Brain to Business Bootcamp, you want the discount code, send me a DM. Um, Send me a DM at Krista Maximizer on YouTube. On TikTok or Instagram. But the promo code is START 2024. Okay, START 2024. And we start January 8th. We start January 8th. This is the program where I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through the process of starting your business from scratch. I publish my own books, but I also help busy moms become published authors. I'm a writing coach. Oh, I love that. Yes, I'm willing to get help. Okay. So Mommy Scribbles, I have a group coaching program for women who already have their business and they need help with marketing. And I also have one-on-one coaching. So go ahead and slide in my DMs and say, I'm ready to get help with my business. And we can chat about which one of those are going to be better for you. Obviously, based on your budget, your level of investment, because one-on-one coaching is more than the group coaching program. But then we can talk a little bit more about your marketing strategy, your marketing ideas, and I can let you know which program works best for you. Okay. So go ahead, get my DMs. I also wrote your name down, so I'll message you as well so that we can talk about what you need help with so you can get more of what you want and actually make more sales. Okay. So that is what I'm selling. My 8-week Brain to Business Bootcamp, and we're together for 8 weeks. So from January 8th through the last week of February, so February 26th, whatever that last week is, we meet live every single week. You get a training module every week. You get a worksheet every single week, and you get a group call. And you get personalized coaching within the group every single week. So this is the thing for you. This is the thing for you if you have been wanting to start a business and you don't know how. I have ADD and I'm easily distracted and overwhelmed. Understood. A lot of my clients usually are. Funny thing, I was a fitness instructor. A lot of my clients are. I'm driving right now. Okay, no worries. I'll still be here. So if you do want the help, if this is resonating with you and you don't know where to start, the Brain to Business Bootcamp is the thing for you. And you're not going to find another coaching program like this for under $1,000 as far as it comes to investment. When I got with my business coach to get basic beginner help, it was $1,000 a month for 6 months. So I paid $6,000 for a group coaching program to get the help that I needed. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a coach. You need more help in the beginning to just get it all together. Once you're in and you're doing it, you kind of know what to do. And then you know what coaches to invest in at a higher level, whether it be a mastermind or an accelerated coaching program. But in the beginning, you need more help. Because I have clients that come to me who've spent thousands of dollars on things where it's like, you've got to focus on making sure your offer is correct and your audience is built. In the beginning, those are the two things you should be focusing on. Your offer. What is it? Who is it for? How does it help them? How much does it cost? And your audience. How are you getting the people who need this offer, that are going to benefit the most from this offer? How are you getting them into your world so that you can sell to them? Those are the two most important things that we should be doing in the beginning of our business, right? So the next question, I have one more question. What business do you want? Okay. And I want to talk about this for a second because a lot of times people just want to make extra money, which is fine. If you just want to make extra money, the time and the energy and the money investment of starting a business is not going to be it. Get a better job that pays you more. Get a side hustle. In a sense, when I say get a side hustle, get something that somebody else is already got put together and you just go in and get paid. A side gig. You can get a part-time job. But starting a business may not be the best thing. If you're like, I just want to make an extra $500 a month. Okay. You may not need to start a business. Okay. So you need to sit down and decide, what kind of business do you want? This is the time for you to be supremely selfish. If you're already going to a 9 to 5 that you're not a big fan of, and you're like, I don't really want to do this, why would you subject yourself to a business that you don't really love, you don't really enjoy? You signed up to be a travel agent because they said you can make $5,000 a month, but you're not really into traveling. You're not really doing all that. That's not your thing, right? You see the Mary Kay lady riding around in a pink Cadillac, so you sign up for Mary Kay, but you're not really big into makeup and skincare. That's not your area of expertise. Why would you subject yourself to that? It doesn't make any sense. This is the time for you to be selfish. What do you want to do? How do you want your life to look when you're a business owner? That's what you've got to ask yourself. A lot of people jump in and start businesses just for money. Let me be very clear. The purpose of my business is to make money. If your goal is to not make money, that's a nonprofit, and I am not the best person for you to work with. But if your goal is to make money, your goal is to make a profit, you need to be selling, but it needs to be something that you like, something that you enjoy, something that lights you up. I literally started a business teaching people how to coupon because I loved couponing. Oh, you got your eyebrows done?
Yeah, got me.
Let me see your eyebrows. We going to a Christmas party. My mother got her eyes. Oh, she let them wax her lip, girl. She didn't let them people wax her lip. Make sure you're doing something that you like. Make sure you're doing something that you enjoy. Make sure you're doing something that you're good at. Okay? If you told 2018 Crystal that she would be a business coach, I would have laughed at you because 2018 Crystal hadn't helped anybody start a business. 2018 Crystal hadn't had a business. I had one business and I know what the heck I was doing. I didn't have any coaching or support with that. Let me close the door. 2018 Crystal was not ready to be a business coach. She was not. She was not. Now, 2023 Crystal, she's on fire. 2024 Crystal, she is crushing it because she has helped. I've probably helped over 50 women in totality with their business in the past 2 years. Okay. I've helped 20 women start their business completely from scratch. Okay. So I've had the experience and I realized that this is something that I actually like, something that I actually enjoy. But 2018 Crystal, she had to start with where she was. And she was at, I like couponing. I can help other people with this. Let me figure out a way how to do this. Y'all, there is people selling pictures of their feet. There's people selling farts in a jar. Okay? Make sure you're doing something that you enjoy. You can literally make money doing almost anything. But make sure you're doing something that you want, something that excites you, because it's boring. You don't want to be having, when I say boring, you don't want to be doing something that bores you for your business. Like, this lights me up. If I hit the Mega Millions, I'll coach people for free. And that's how I know I really enjoy it. Because if I hit the Mega Millions, I'll coach people for free. Today, right now, I can't afford to coach anybody for free. This live is the freest thing you're going to get from me, right? Any private Zoom sessions, those are all going to be paid for. But if I hit the Mega Millions, I'll coach people for free because I love this that much. This is also something that I was okay with doing for free in the beginning. I'm okay with doing a free live stream. I'm okay with getting on Instagram. I'm okay with going on YouTube. I'm okay with making reels. Okay. I'm okay with that because I love this to the core. I enjoy this so much. I refuse to start a business doing something I don't like. You know, something I don't like that I said I may change in the future if something really amazing comes up, but I don't want to be a product-based business. I don't want to sell t-shirts. I don't want to sell a physical product. Now, the only thing that I could potentially see myself selling is my own lip gloss. And that's only because I want to come up with the perfect shade of not stickiness that works for brown people. That's the only reason why I would start a lip gloss. And years ago, me and my sister were like, we need to start a lip gloss because we just wanted to have our own. But today, right now, 2023, going into 2024, Crystal, she doesn't want a product-based business because that Crystal back then, she didn't realize all the logistics. Crystal today understands all the logistics of a physical business, and she don't want that. I can't pick up and go like I want to if I have to package 100 orders, 20 orders, and got to go to the post office before the post office closed. I can't live the life that I'm living right now. But coaching, y'all know what I need for coaching? One of the phones I'm looking at y'all on right now, my laptop and internet. And we can be anywhere. As long as I have internet, my laptop, and a phone, I can work from anywhere. I can work from my mother's house. I can work from anywhere. So when you ask yourself, what kind of business do you want? And how do you want your life to be? I did not want my life to be stuck shipping orders. That's me today, right now. Could that change? Absolutely. But when I envision myself as a business owner, I envision myself with a service. So I'm sorry, I'm choking on my own spit. So I want you to ask yourself that. What kind of business do you want? And what do you want your life to look like? Okay. Now, I'm going to open up the floor for questions. What questions do you have about starting your business? What questions do you have about figuring out the type of business that you want? What questions do you have about what's holding you back from starting your business? This is the time for you to get your questions and pick my brain for the free, okay? Um let me know, what questions do you have? If you have been moved and you're like, I'm ready to start my business, go start it today. It doesn't take a lot. Start the research today, get the journal out, answer these questions, start it right now. And if you're like, Crystal, I'm ready to get help, the 8-week Brain to Business Bootcamp is for you. In 8 weeks, you're going to leave with 4 things: your business idea based on what you're good at and what you like to do, your offer, what product and service are you selling to help your clients get the results that they desire. Number 3, the price of your offer. Because a lot of women actually underprice themselves. Hey, Queen Chef, Queen Chief. They underprice themselves based on what they think people can afford. And we are pricing ourselves based on the value of the transformation that we are delivering. Okay. We're not undercharging anymore. And then number 4, you're gonna leave with knowing what social media platform you're going to start for your business to build your audience, because we cannot sell to an empty room. You cannot get on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube with 0 subscribers or followers and say, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. That does not work. You cannot get on social media and wish, hope, think, and pray that you're going to go viral, or start with a bunch of ads and think that a lot of people are going to come in. You have to build an audience of people who know, like, and trust you, that need what you are going to be selling. So those are the 4 things that we cover in the Brain to Business Bootcamp. We meet every week live on Zoom for 8 weeks. There's going to be a training module and a worksheet for you to complete every single week. You are going to get homework, and I'm going to be all up in your face like, let's do this every single week. There's also a group chat for accountability, so we can talk, hold each other accountable, talk each other off the ledge, because I'm telling you, business is not easy. It's better with friends. Every single week in between our coaching calls. So the Brain to Business Bootcamp starts the week of January 8th. The investment is $549. You can do 4 payments of $149 when you sign up by December 31st. And when you sign up by December 31st, there is a promo code for you to get $29 off your first payment. So you can join us for just $120. And then you'll have 3 payments of $149. So if you're ready to get in the Brain to Business Bootcamp, go to KristenMaximizer.com, click on Bootcamp. The promo code is START2024. START2024. If you need the link, if you need the code, slide on up in my DMs. I will give you the link. I will give you the code. But we are not letting fear hold us back anymore. We're doing the daggone thing. True 9925 says, I think I have underpriced. You probably have. If you said it, then you probably have. Like, okay, so once upon a time, my mother and her sister were selling plates. I'm looking at building my audience. It's growing, but it's a slow. It's fine. We want consistency. We're not looking for virality, and we're not looking for our audience to grow massively. You're looking to build consistency with the people who need what you have, right? So we just go. I literally started a brand new YouTube channel. So I started my first YouTube channel in 2018. I started my second YouTube channel in 2023. I've had the YouTube channel since the end of August, and I only have 385 subscribers. Only 385. But I've been consistent. So it's all about consistency. All about consistency. And we have to remember that even if only 50 people are watching your videos or viewing your posts, that's still 50 people. And as long as it's 50 people who are your ideal client, that's even better. But my mother and her sister, they were selling plates. Okay. And my mother had one time told me she was selling a scoop of something for like $3 or whatever. And I was like, she was like, well, is that a good price? And I said, well, how much does it cost to make it? Let's just say it was mac and cheese. How much does it cost to make the mac and cheese? She's like, well, I don't know. We just buy the stuff and put it in there. And I was like, Kern. So I said, number 1, how many scoops are in the pan that you're cooking the mac and cheese in? And number 2, how much is every ingredient? Okay. So let's just use a random example because I don't have a pen in front of me. Let's just say it costs $20 to buy all the ingredients to make that pan of mac and cheese. And let's just say in that pan, they can only do 10 scoops. 10 scoops. So if you charge $3 and you only can get 10 scoops out of that pan, literally it costs you $20. You're already at negative 20. $3 a scoop at $10 is $30. And we're only talking about the cost to buy the ingredients, not labor and not anything else. You would only make $30 from one pan. And from that one pan, after you pay for your expenses, your profit is technically $10. You haven't paid labor, you haven't paid systems, they were driving around places, you haven't accounted for gas. So you mean to tell me $10, and then it's two of y'all. Split between the two of y'all, that's $5. And again, we didn't do gas. We didn't talk about systems, your internet, all the stuff that leads up to you being able to make this mac and cheese. I said, are you okay with making $3 per pan? And she kind of, we weren't on FaceTime, but she kind of like, with me. And I said, this is why pricing is important. This is why understanding how much it costs to make is important. Because if it costs you $20 to make, you cannot charge $30 for that pan. You're basically making pennies. You and your sister making $5 each. And if we take down those other expenses, let's just say y'all making $3.50 each. Is the hours that you spent slaving in that kitchen worth that $3.50 pan of mac and cheese? And the meat prices were even worse. So one scoop of mac and cheese was $3, but then you sell the whole plate for $15. But like each piece of chicken is costing $2. Okay, we're already at $5 right now, and it's two of y'all. Okay, the chicken is $5. Okay, the green beans, let's say the green beans cost $1.50. We're already at $6.50, and the plate is $15. But do you see how they basically, when we tallied up everything, they were making like $20, maybe $30 a day each. Sometimes not that much. So it's not worth it if your prices are not appropriate. I am not paying to work in my business. I'm already working for free on some things, which I acknowledge. But from the time I start charging and someone is paying me, I'm being paid. Whenever I create a product or service, the first thing I ask myself is, how much does Crystal want to get paid? So when you are looking at your offers, whether you sell a product or a service, when it's a service, how much do you want to get paid? How much is your time worth per person? I do that off the rip. I'm always getting my money. Then how much does it cost to run that service? Do you have team members? Do you have contractors? Then you have to think about your systems. What systems are you paying for? I pay for Zoom. I'm paying for StreamYard that I'm using right now. I pay for my email service provider. I pay for my freaking email. hello@KristenMaximizer.com. Yeah, I pay $6 a month for that. So how much does it cost in systems? And you got to put that price into your price. So you've got to be really clear and really meticulous on like, how much does it cost me to create this? And if you have a product-based business, just like how we had to tally up, how much is the cheese in the mac and cheese? How much is the noodles? How much is the pans? How much is the butter? How much is the seasonings? You have to put all of that into your pricing. So I'm pretty sure most people are underpricing themselves unless they've done this strategically. So in the Brains of Business Bootcamp, I'm not allowing you to underprice yourself. I'm not, because it does not serve you. One thing my business coach told me that I didn't realize, because when I came to her, my membership was $5 a month. And she was like, you need to raise that price. And I was like, but people can't afford it. People can't afford it. And she's like, if you don't charge a price based on the value, you will resent your clients. And it works for high and low. If you make your price way too high, then you won't sell it. You're resenting yourself for the price being so high, so you don't sell it. And when the price is too low, you sell it, but you don't really want to show up and deliver because the price is too low. And I was like, you're not right. And then once I sat down and I went through and I went to see how, like, who I was paying and how I was paying them in my systems, I was barely making $1 off every client. So if 100 clients joined in a month, my technical like take home was less than $100 a month. Even though I was making 100 people at $5, 500. I was making less than $1 a month per client. So I was making less than $100. And I was, at that point, I was showing up 8 times live, 8 times a month. I was posting every single day in my group. I was giving extra videos and extra breakdowns. I was giving a lot more than $100 a month worth of effort. That's $25 a week for everything that I was doing. And after she said that to me, I was like, nope. I raised the price and I reduced the amount that I was showing up because I was doing so much for less than $100. Okay. So make sure you're charging the value. Any other questions? Any other questions? So Brain to Business Bootcamp is linked at KristenMaximizer.com. It's linked in my bio on TikTok and Instagram. And when you sign up by December 31st, we have a 4-part payment plan and a promo code for you to save $29 off your first payment. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions. My mother over here yelling at her dog. I heard her outside screaming at him. I wonder what he was doing out there. What questions do we have? Any other questions before I go? If you think of any questions after this, definitely slide in my DMs. I'll be more than happy to answer them for y'all. I'm very excited for the new year. I'm going to a Christmas party with my mom tonight. So I have about like 2 hours before my shower time to get ready. Hey, you, Crystal, I remember you from 2018. Hi, Desiree. Thanks so much for joining. And I'm live on all of my platforms at once. So I'm live on Instagram, TikTok, 2 YouTube channels, and my Facebook page. Any other questions before we go? This has been great. A nice little afternoon live. I wanted to go live before I went out today. Well, all right, y'all. Don't see any other questions. Thank y'all so much for joining. If you have any other questions after this, make sure you go ahead and slide up in my DMs on TikTok or Instagram at Kristen Maximizer. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.